If you live in Dubai and your kid goes to school, then it looks something like this. Behind the school building, there are bus stops. Positive yellow school buses come right here. Here on the school premises, you see the fence. There are several school buildings, a big sports hall with a terrace, pool and tennis courts at the top. Here you got tennis courts and a playground. If you live right in the boarding school, the living area here is very close to you. You walk out of the school building, come over here, and voila, you are at home. Here you have a small garden as well. The Arab Emirates took a massive leap forward as regards greening of the territory. Swiss Dubai is not an exception, and just look at the amount of greenery. By the way, you can sit here in such fashionable chairs, just sit under the tree like this, and wait. Yeah. There is a river bank behind the school where you can ride a bike or walk, so generally the Arab Emirates are moving forward by leaps and bounds. The main difference is that in my previous school, the Russian one, teachers didn't treat you well. If you don't know, well, that's not my problem. In this school, they pay great attention to everyone. If you don't understand something, they'll explain it to you till you get it, and in general, teachers treat students well. When I first came here, I could barely speak English, just some basic phrases like hello or how are you, when back then I imagined that everyone would speak English with an accent similar to Russian, and the Russian accent is very easy to understand. Hence, when I got here, I understood almost nothing and felt like, okay, because it was a bit hard, but I was glad anyway because it was my dream to study in an English-speaking school, you know. But over time I made friends, we talked on and on, so my English was getting better and better, and I've got friends from Poland, India, Canada and other countries. I imagined that it would be like in American TV shows, something like this, and well, it really is.
I teach business management for diploma program, and I teach mathematics for the middle years program. I'm always going to be biased at diploma program. I think business is the best subject by far. It teaches you so many life skills, and look, at the end of the day, everyone works in a business. Business is life though, isn't it? We're always dealing with business every day. You need to understand the fundamentals of business first, which is what we do here. We teach them all the basics, you know, and we get the parents in. They've just been on a visit this week now to one of the local universities to talk about business etiquette and different things that they can be exposed to in the business world. Building and our facilities are truly amazing. They're outstanding. So what we've done is we've made sure that each of our departments and our teachers have their own classrooms. So on the first floor here we have our maths teachers, and then we have our Arabic classes over here. Our next floor is all of our English and Islamic, and then our top floor is all our language teachers, because obviously that then creates collaboration, and one of our core values as a school is togetherness. So we want all the teachers working together to best support the kids. And then this amazing space here, our atrium, you can just see that it's being set up. We're going to have a university fair this afternoon. So we use this for an awful lot of assemblies. The kids use it for their break times, etc. And then we have our science labs down on the ground floor. Then our other building, which is over the other side, it has all our practical subjects. So we have an amazing auditorium. It is out of this world. It's stunning for all our performances, for music, dance, and we're bringing dance in as a subject next year, which would be really cool. And then we have our design labs as well up on the top floor over there. And then I really don't think that anyone could compete with us in terms of our sports facilities, because they're just amazing. Our full Olympic-sized swimming pool, running track, athletics, we basically have it all. Climbing wall, we even have a climbing wall.
I I'm in a gym now, and there is absolutely everything to do: CrossFit, to train, to exercise with weights. Also, from here you can see a pool through the window. This is not a simple pool, it's a 50 meters Olympic one. But of course, that's not it. Also, you got basketball courts and even a running track. A running track goes inside the building on the second floor, so you can train here and see how large the gym is. It's divided into two parts, and it has 4 basketball courts in it. Quite impressive. Look, there are also running tracks and rowing machines here, and here you got rolling blocks imitating a rock, and you got a rock climbing wall on the outside. I just climbed to the terrace, and there are also 2 tennis courts here. Here is the first one, and over there is the other. From here you can also see a football field, running tracks, and by the way, from the terrace you have a clear view of the houses, which are the aforementioned boarding houses. My name is Sophia, I'm studying in 10th grade. I moved to this school just this year, so I've been studying for a year now, and actually it is one of the best schools I've ever studied at. The main priority for me was that this is an IB school, which means that after graduation I will be able to get into universities of different countries, that is the USA, the UK, generally anywhere I want. You can choose 2 languages here, so I'm studying German apart from English. This is a lobby where we usually meet for breakfast or dinner. That's where we do a roll call most of the time. Roll call is when we gather to market everyone in the boarding school. Here we have a bell, they use it to call us for breakfast or dinner. We have a separate dining room, so we have a buffet, and the nutrition is really good. This is where we hang out. There is a huge TV, PlayStation, games and speakers in here, so it's great fun. We gather here every evening to talk or to play Monopoly. The view is also very good. I do sports, I like playing volleyball. Also, I'm trying to play tennis. I have a permission in my profile allowing me to leave the boarding wherever I want besides the school days, so I can leave, but I must be back till the roll call, which is at 9. If you don't have a permission in your profile, then your parents send an email notifying that you can leave the boarding, let's say from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m, and then you leave. On Saturdays, we go on school trips with the boarding school to the water park, to the sea, safari, or roller coasters. There is a lot of entertainment. I mean, it's every weekend. Yeah. What else is going on here that might be interesting for kids now or planned to be? First of all, guys, it's universities. You go to school, and then you go to university. The education sector in the Arab Emirates is growing really fast. You can see my previous video from Knowledge Park about universities from the academic city. It's designed for 28,000 students. Branches of universities from all over the world are located there. So, Knowledge Park. Well, it's also called the Knowledge Village. Academic buildings of such international universities as Middlesex University from the UK, Murdoch University from Australia, Eric Watt University from Scotland are located. Representatives of the universities come to Swiss internationals so the students can talk with them in person, whereas the representatives are able to tell them about their universities, which is also great. So again, Knowledge Park, the universities built new modern campuses, and higher education here is getting better by leaps and bounds. Apart from that, let's talk about alumni's career opportunities. For example, Media City has been built here in recent years. This is a district where huge global media companies are based. Next, you've got Internet City. Internet City, as you can guess, contains companies in the IT sector. There is Google, Visa, BT, BBC, that's world-famous companies. Another modern district that has been recently built is, of course, the financial district called Dubai International Financial Center. Large financial and investment companies are based there. Also at this place, a building was built which reminds me of a shopping mall, but there are offices instead of shops. This is an international hub for investment. And a large startup center was also built on the territory of DIFC. This is innovative hub where young creative specialists can cooperate and work together on their ideas. Yeah. And by the way, speaking about the future and innovations, the Museum of the Future is located in that district. You can see there such things as concept cars, outlooks of like future in space, different drones or new clothing of the future.
So basically we're an IB school, so actually every subject in IB has equal weighting, and we do try here to offer a full spectrum of subjects, and particularly with the languages. Bilingualism being our really core value and making sure that we offer subjects in different languages. So currently in our practical subjects we do design, music, drama and PHE. So next year we're going to be adding dance into that. We actually do integrated sciences, so all three sciences are all together for middle years programme.
In general, the subjects are the same as in Russian, only instead of Russian you got English. Apart from it, we have additional languages, namely German or French, to choose, and compulsory Arabic because we study in Dubai. My favorite subject, well, it's hard to say because I've got many of them, especially math, English and Arabic. From school, I head up to a certain place where I have my gym school. We have a Ukrainian coach. I gotta say, our coaches are good, so I go there and the classes are very, very good. I can say the same about the gymnasts, girls and the coaches. I take part in competitions. Actually, I think you can do any kind of sports here since they have everything: basketball, volleyball, swimming, etc. Yes, I like living here because the teachers are good, the girls are nice, and the atmosphere is also good. We're somewhere in between a mother, a tutor and a teacher because every day we have specific roles. In the mornings we send them to school, after a while they come back from school and an informal talk takes place, how's school and stuff like that. They want to share their feelings. The situation in the evening is a bit more complicated because from one side they want to relax and from the other they gotta do homework. Then their parents may be worried about their children, how are they being alone or what if something happened to them. The school security is amazing. I probably have never seen such a level of security elsewhere. The child must obtain permission from at least 3 school boarding and security personnel before leaving. We are always keep in touch with the school, class teachers or coordinators, so if there are problems with academic performance, then we receive a letter immediately. We talk with the children, we'll try to find methods that could help them. And perhaps the main difference from Russian schools is that if we received an email, it's not abusive at all. It's like, yes, a kid has some issues with that and that, something is difficult for him and how we can help him. Actually, I was really nervous before enrolling in school, a lot of different thoughts and stuff, but once I got here, everyone started to meet with me, I made friends, though actually I didn't expect it. Tutors help you to fit in with the guys right away, take you to the common room and get you acquainted with everyone, introduce you, so the teachers here are amazing. This is a tutor's room, there is one on every floor, that's where you can find them. Tutors help us, they take after us, they may scold us and they may praise us, but they will always help you and take care of both your mental and physical health, so you can ask a tutor for help, and he will always be there to support you. This is a kitchen. Besides breakfast, lunch and dinner, we can snack here. This is a fridge. Over there are some snacks and chips, and also we have such a board. Usually we write down the products we'd like to have, for example, berries or chips, and they bring it to us. Well, this is my room. We can decorate it. It's got an LED light up there. Actually, it's supposed to be the bed. This room is designed for two, but due to COVID, I made a couch for myself. This is where I study, and over there is a dressing table. I guess that's all. And it's a lot of space. We have a rule that after we come back from school from 5 to 6 p.m., the doors must be open, and we must sit at the tables and study, so the tutors go back and forth, watch us and help if needed. Also, you can go to the common room. There is a big table over there. We wake up at about 6:30, 7 a.m., depending on how much time you need. Breakfast is at 7:30. Lessons start at 8, and till 3:30 we come back at 3:30, 6, 7 we have the dinner, and generally that's it. That's it. And between these intervals we have a free time. We can go to do some sports and just rest. If you don't want to do any kind of sports, you can choose some activities like studying, for example, and if you don't want, you can choose sport. When a child comes to boarding school, medical care, that is, health insurance, is included in their package, so parents shouldn't worry about that, plus a qualified doctor and a nurse are on the grounds of the school during the studying time. So if a child doesn't feel well in the morning, we'll go to the nurse or the doctor immediately, listen to their recommendations. If something happens during non-working hours, despite the fact that we have two workers with medical backgrounds, usually we drive students to the nearest hospital to take precautions. Thank God, Dubai healthcare cities literally across the road. In the evening, we have special sports hours, and we have a wonderful girl, an intern from the UK. She spends time with them, plus a coach comes every evening and goes to the gym with guys. Sometimes we take children on trips on weekends. Perhaps the brightest one was to the desert in half a day. That was amazing. We drove in cars, had a great dinner, rode camels. Well, that's the most memorable trip. We also have a wonderful road walk, my favorite place, along Creek Park. Sometimes we use it for running or riding a bike or just walking.